What if I told you everything that you think about money is actually what's keeping you broke? Stop scrolling and listen carefully. Financial stress is one of the most common problems most people face today. Some people stay stressed their entire lives, while others slowly escape it. Not because they work harder, not because they're smarter, but because they do one thing differently. They stop relying on one income and start building assets that produce money. One of the most powerful of those assets, real estate. Today, I'll show you how real estate can reduce financial stress and why beginners in Canada are starting to see it as a long-term path to building wealth. Because the truth is, financial stress is not always about income. Sometimes it's about how money flows in your life. Financial stress is heavy. It doesn't just affect your wallet, it affects your sleep, energy, and focus. You go to work, try to do everything right, pay bills, and save whatever you can. And yet, month after month, life feels like a treadmill. You could be working harder than ever and still be losing money without even realizing it. Rent goes up, groceries goes up, gas goes up, insurance goes up. Working hard but not moving forward. Most people are struggling not because they're lazy. They are struggling because the system rewards ownership. When you only trade time for money, the pressure never stops. Here's something almost nobody talks about. Getting raises actually makes you feel poorer. Every time we earn a little more, our expenses tend to rise. Bigger apartments, faster cars, new gadgets. Suddenly, that extra money disappears and stress stays the same. It's called lifestyle inflation. And it's a trap because it feels like progress, but really, it's keeping you stuck. Real freedom does not come from working harder. It comes from building income producing assets that earn without you. Imagine a basement suite, a small rental property, a duplex, slowly earning money every month while you keep your current lifestyle under control. If you don't own anything that makes you money while you sleep, you're working for someone else forever. Most people think that saving is enough, but savings grow slowly, barely outpacing inflation. Meanwhile, assets, real estate, stocks, and businesses grow your net worth automatically without you clocking in. And the most accessible asset for beginners in Canada is real estate. Even one small property producing a positive cash flow can start relieving financial stress immediately. Why real estate is stress resistant. Here's why real estate beats almost any other investment. One is tenant pays your mortgage. Rent tend to go up over time. Property can appreciate. Unlike stocks, real estate is tangible. You can inspect it, you can touch it, and you control it. That control is stress reliever because you know what you own and you can plan ahead. I've seen first time investors buy duplexes, and within months, their anxiety about rent and bills start to disappear. The beginner's shortcut, leverage and cash flow. Most beginners ignore this, and that's why they think real estate is impossible. Leverage is borrowing money to invest. Cash flow is the monthly income left after all expenses. Even one small positive cash flow can take months of pressure. Beginners often overcomplicate things. Start simple. One property, one positive cash flow, build experience, then scale. I know someone who started with a single basement suite. 2 years later, they own three rental properties and finally sleep without financial anxiety. The psychological shift, thinking like an owner. Here's the real difference between owners and employees. Employees trade time for money. Owners or investors build assets that pay them while they live life. Real estate changes your mindset. Suddenly, you start looking for income producing assets, not just a bigger paycheck. That mental shift is huge. It's huge for reducing financial stress because stress is not just about money, it's about control and options. Momentum beats motivation every single time. Once you buy your first property, small wins compound. Cash flow grows, confidence grows. You see your money working for you. Each property that you acquire makes the next one easier. Momentum builds quietly until one day you realize you're no longer chasing money. Money is chasing you. That's the real freedom. Freedom that makes financial stress fade. I remember a beginner investor who bought a duplex in Calgary. First month, just $200 cash flow every month. 2 years later, four properties, $2,000 cash flow per month. The difference isn't luck, it's starting, sticking to it, and building momentum. The first steps for beginners in Canada. Step one is learn the basics. What is rent? What are your expenses? And what is cash flow? Your step two, improve your financial position. Strengthen your credit and reduce high interest debt. Step three is save for a down payment. Many start with 20% down payment. Step four is study the market. Look for areas where rent covers property price. Step five, think long term. Wealth builds over 10 to 20 years. You don't need to buy your first dream mansion first. Just one property that makes you money. The truth about wealth. Most investors aren't special. They simply start one property, consistency, momentum, and then freedom. Real estate rewards patience, discipline, and action. You don't need perfect timing. You just need to start. Financial stress today does not define your future. One decision, one property, one step at a time. Real estate isn't just about buildings, it's about options. Less stress, more freedom, and life by design. If you want to learn more about real estate investing in Canada, subscribe to this channel. Comment below. What's the biggest thing that's holding you back from buying your first rental property? And remember, start now, start small, start scared. One property can change your financial future.